My name is Carrie and welcome to Sushi Chef, the company where high quality meets deliciousness. I use Sushi Chef Japanese products to make easy to prepare meals that you can make from the comfort of your own home. Follow us on our cooking adventures by subscribing to this channel and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Our social media is linked in the description box below. Today, we're making Yaki Onigiri, or Japanese grilled rice balls. Yaki Onigiri is a staple dish in Japan, and the contrast between its crispy, tangy outside and soft, gooey inside makes it a delicious and mouth-watering dish. Yaki Onigiri works great for snacks, appetizers, or even as a hearty, delicious lunch. Now, if you're ready for the video, let's get started. Here are all of the ingredients and appliances we will be using today to make our Yaki Onigiri. First, we have our Sushi Chef dark soy sauce. Next, we have our Sushi Chef premium sushi rice. I've used this rice to prepare our cooked rice that we'll be using today. This white rice is integral to making great Yaki Onigiri. If you want to learn how to make this rice, check out my other video on how to make rice with a rice cooker. Next, we have a water and salt mixture. Then we have canola oil. We have a large nonstick pan we'll be using to fry the Yaki Onigiri. Lastly, we have a pastry brush, a spatula, and a paddle. Let's get started. Our first step is to make the Yaki Onigiri. We want to make these into triangles. First, let's dip our hands in the water and salt mixture and rub it around our hands. We want to apply enough water and salt mixture to our hands so that they're moist, but not dripping. We do this so that when we handle our rice won't get stuck to our hands. Now let's grab 1/2 cup of rice. Now let's put it into our hands and start forming the triangles. You want to have your left hand cradling all of this rice and your right hand making a triangle shape. You need to apply pressure with both hands. Your left hand should be pushing inwards, while your right hand is pushing a little bit upwards to make that triangle shape. Be careful not to put too much pressure on the rice. You don't want to crush the grains. As you can see, it's pretty hard to make this shape. I am definitely not a professional Yaki Onigiri maker, but this is a really fun dish to make. You should make sure that both sides of your triangle are flat. This side seems pretty flat, but let's make sure the other side is as well. Make sure all of your sides are flat so that they fry well when we're cooking them. Now that we have our shape pretty much done, let's make indentations on both sides of the Yaki Onigiri. This ensures that all of the rice is really thoroughly cooked. Don't apply a lot of pressure here, but just make sure you have a clear indentation. And there we go, our Yaki Onigiri is ready to fry. Alright, now that we've made our Yaki Onigiri, it's time to fry them. First, let's heat our pan on medium heat. Next, let's lightly oil the pan with canola oil. You can use any other kind of oil, just make sure it's neutral flavored. You don't want to add too much canola oil. You just want enough so that it covers the pan. When we feel our pan starting to get warm, we can add our first Yaki Onigiri. First, let's put it on its side. You'll notice the Yaki Onigiri is starting to fry and you can hear the little sizzles. Now, we kind of play the waiting game. You want to make sure each side is thoroughly cooked. You'll see that when each side is crispy and lightly browned. But be careful when handling the Yaki Onigiri. Not only is it hot, but it still is fragile, so exercise caution when you're turning it over. Every so often you can check if our Yaki Onigiri is cooked. We can check this side. You can see that this side is now pretty crispy. It's not necessarily light brown, and that's okay. The most important thing we're looking for is that our sides get crispy. Let's put it down for a little longer.
Don't worry if you lose some rice in this process. That really doesn't matter as long as your yaki onigiri isn't falling apart. Now we can see our side is lightly browned. Let's put it on another side. I'm putting it on its bottom. You want to fry each individual side until all the sides are crispy and light brown. Let's keep frying. How long it takes to cook this yaki onigiri depends on how big our yaki onigiri is. If it's too big, it will take a really long time. That's why we want to prioritize small shapes like this, so our rice gets thoroughly cooked and it's fast. You can hear a few pops too. That means our rice is really cooking. If you want, you can apply some more pressure so that it gets even more cooked. This is especially good if some of the sides of your yaki onigiri are uneven. This makes sure that the whole edge is cooked. If you see any sides that you think could use some more cooking, feel free to cook them again. You don't have to get it right on the first try. You just want to make sure everything is thoroughly fried. When we think our yaki onigiri is done, we'll switch to medium-low heat and add our soy sauce. I'm using the Sushi Chef dark soy sauce. Now what we're going to do is coat each individual side with soy sauce. We want to take our pastry brush, dip it in our soy sauce, and brush it onto the yaki onigiri. You want to put a lot of dark soy sauce on each side. Don't be afraid to go overboard here. This is where we're going to get all of our great flavor. Your yaki onigiri is still on the heat, so make sure you don't burn any sides. We're going to have to work a little faster here. Try to get a lot of soy sauce on all sides of the yaki onigiri. If there are places you can't really reach, that's okay. Really coat every side. Now you can see this really great crispy grilled side. This is what we're aiming for. This is a great side. It looks delicious. Don't worry if there are a few little black marks like this. This doesn't mean it's burnt. In fact, it'll add even more crispiness to your great dish. Again, you want to fry each individual side until everything is crispy and brown. Now our yaki onigiri is done. Let's put it on our plate and turn off the heat.
This looks so good. I'm so excited to try. To grip it a little bit. Ooh. Yum. That inside looks so gooey and soft. That looks delicious. You can really see how crisp it is on the outside, but how gooey and soft it is on the inside. That's really what we wanted here. All right, let's give it a try. That's so good. It's nice because the flavor is kind of muted. It's tangy. And that outside is so nice and crisp. But it's kind of a muted flavor. It leaves a little bit of tanginess behind. but it is mouth-watering. That is delicious. I already feel a little bit full. This is a great snack or a great lunch. So glad this turned out well. Yum. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I had so much fun making this delicious Yaki Onigiri with the Sushi Chef dark soy sauce and the Sushi Chef premium sushi rice. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to become a Sushi Chef foodie to see more cooking videos like this one. I'd also love to hear your suggestions for future videos. That's it for today. See you next time.